Okay, I had a request. Somebody would like to see how I do my beaded hanger, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. I've set up this little area on my deck, and now the sun is starting to shine, so I'm not sure if this is going to be good lighting. So I'm also using the back camera on my phone because it has a much better zoom, and there's nothing worse if you've ever done a tutorial to find that you film the whole thing and then you're either out of frame or out of focus. So I'm going to make sure I'm in focus here. So we're going to give this an attempt. It shouldn't take too long. It's pretty easy to do. So what I do is I go ahead and take my strand of floss and I hook, go ahead and thread my beading needle, and I fold it in half so that it has the loop on the end because I like to use the loop start for this. And what you do is pretty simple. Is you find obviously the top of your pattern, or the piece that you just finished. So I like to attach this after I do the stitching, and then I've cut the pattern out or cut the design out, but I haven't attached any felt on the back yet. That's the way I like to do it. There's obviously many ways this could be done. So I look at the pattern and find where the center is on the top so that it hangs straight. And unless you want it to hang at an angle, you could obviously make it hang from any way you want. But on this one, I already know that the center is right next to this bead. So what I like to do is just get my beading needle threaded, and then I come in, not on the very top loop here where all it is just one little piece of perforated paper, but I like to go down one stitch. And so I hope you can see that. It's basically, just to give it a little bit more strength for hanging. And I usually use a thread color that matches that, because what I'm going to do is come up from the back, and then I just go right back down through, it's basically going to cover one of the stitches at the top there. Okay, and so that's why I like to use matching thread. And then you get it so where you have your loop, and you just stick the needle through that loop, because in life, whenever you can use a loop start, you should, because it makes life easier. And of course I'm using 2 strands because you want this to have some strength. So there you see, that's just how you attach it. And then what I like to do is just take the leftover beads and just do some kind of pattern. I find that my loop, if I'm just going to hang it on my Halloween tree, you just need anywhere from about 50 to 60 beads. I think that makes a good, but obviously you can make it, any length that you want, but that's just what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already separated the beads from the kit, and I think, and then I can see kind of how many I have and decide a little pattern I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm just going to start with maybe 5 beads of this color. So let's do 5 beads of that color, and then maybe we'll do 3 of the little orange ones. And then let's do, I don't have as many of the green ones, so we'll do 3 of those. So if you hear a lot of birds right now, earlier this summer I I got a solar powered fountain, and I made a little video of it because I put it on my deck, and I thought, oh, maybe I can attract some birds to my deck. Well, that little solar powered fountain ran all summer long, and not a bird showed an interest in it. And then finally one day a chickadee showed up, and then I only had that one chickadee for a while. Let me see what my pattern is here. So I think I'll just do the 3 orange ones. Yeah, kind of like that. We'll do that, and then we'll do some purple ones. So anyway, yeah, all summer long, just finally a chickadee showed up. And then after that, a nuthatch showed up. And then for the longest time, I only had a chickadee and a nuthatch. And then, I don't know, the house finches seem to have found it recently. And now it's like bird haven on my deck. Which I'm kind of wondering now if maybe that was a mistake. Because I have a feeling that it's going to start to attract cats, too, to my deck. And squirrels and all the other wildlife. So I'm going to do a whole separate video on that little fountain because it's pretty fun. Okay, so let's do the turquoise again. I really hope this is in frame. You don't really need to see this piece in frame because what I'm doing is just okay, so let's see how we're looking so far with this. Keep my hand out of the way. So you can see kind of my pattern there. I've got like 5 turquoise, and then I do 3 orange, 3 yellow, 3 orange, and then 5 purple. And 3 orange, 3 yellow. Oh, there's supposed to be 3 orange before that. So let me take these off, which is really easy to do. Okay. See, I can't talk and do this obviously at the same time. Yeah, you don't have to unthread your needle to take these off. You just need to slide them right off like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the 3. So, like I said, you just do it until you have about 50 or 60 beads. And that makes a good size hanger. So, 3, and then we need to do turquoise again. Okay, so let's see how our pattern is looking. Okay, hopefully I'm in frame and you can see that, how that pattern's looking. Okay, I'm just going to continue on and do that until I have about 50 or 60 beads. You do put it on a Christmas tree, you're going to obviously want a little bit bigger of a hoop so you can fit it over the, you know, the bristles on the tree. For my little Halloween tree, I don't need it quite as long. Let's see, how many do I have here? I've got about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I got about 50 beads right there. So that's, I think that I like the way that it ends both with the turquoise right there that kind of blends in with these beads on the top. So I think we're going to end it there. I may end up changing my mind after this video, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. So then what I do, I like both of these to come from the back. So I just go back down in through that same hole that I came out of, coming from the back like that, and pull it. And you don't want to pull it too tight. I like to pull it just so that, you know, they're together, but it's not real stiff, you know, still kind of dangly. And then you just go back down 1 stitch this way, like that. You see kind of where that's ending up? And I make it so that it's kind of, you know, lays flush because I still need to put the felt on the back there. So that's it. And then I just turn it over and weave this through the back. Like that. And just for, yeah, like I said, don't pull it too tight because you don't want those beads to go behind. You want them to be just sort of flush with the top of that. So I may have even pulled that a little too tight because then see how they get kind of crinkly and weird when you pull them too tight. So let me just loosen that just a little bit. And you just kind of see if it lays flat. Lays the way you like it to look. And that's it. And then this is going to be, I just spread glue with a paintbrush on the back and put it on the felt, and that gets, you know, tucked down in there. You could weave it a few times too, just for extra strength, but that's it. That's how you attach a little beaded hanger. Hope you enjoyed that.